What's up, Anchor and addicts, or whatever you want to call yourself? Uh, yeah, so this is an ad. I'm in the shower, but I just gotta say, I just made my first Anchor podcast. Um, it was about a half an hour long, and Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It was literally simple. I press a button, it turns on. Uh, Anchor gives you, everything you need in one place. Because you can do it right from your phone, or if you have a laptop or a computer or tablet that you could just do it from. The tools, they allow you to record and edit your podcasts. So, of course, you could add little snippets in there, or take out things that you didn't want in there. Um, but the good thing about it is they'll also distribute it for you, so you can be heard anywhere you want to, like on Spotify or Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can easily make money from your podcast too. Uh, and they tell you and walk you through all the steps. And the good thing is, you can download it now. Download it now, because I've heard this from Gary Vaynerchuk. I've heard this app going out there a long time, for about a year or two. That it's just easy. It's easy to use, and I know this ad is long, but I don't care. But you can download it now on. Go to Anchor.fm to get started. It's ANCHOR.FM to get started. Let me finish my shower, okay?
Hey, finally back. Uh, Not like 100%. When I hurt myself, I guess I don't even know how to explain it. It's more of a gradual thing than something I did to like pull something too hard one time. You know what I mean? Like it's more of a it's been hurting, and all of a sudden it just gave out. And not really give out, but I have and had a lower disc bulge, and when it swells up, it gets so big where I can't stand up straight. I the only way I can do that is if I'm laying flat down. I can't stand up because my back muscles on my left side is not strong. Back spasms, all of that stuff. So I couldn't go to work the next day, which was Thursday or Wednesday night. So for essentially for 3 days, I stayed home. For 2 days, I pretty much laid down, and for a whole day, I almost slept a whole day. And I can't say that is, the thing that made it where it is now, but I know that it certainly helped with sleeping and laying and stretching pretty much the whole time. If I was awake laying down, it's super painful to go through. Nothing I can do about it though. Like if I go to the doctor's gonna say, okay, what is the problem? I tell them, they're gonna tell you need rest, because there's nothing that they can do about it unless I actually pulled something, or like pulled a ligament or strained something. Like they would know. But I mean, I know what I did in that area, but I just need more time. Unfortunately, I don't have that. I only have what I have available to me at the appropriate moment. Unfortunately, it's not a lot, I know I have to pretty much go through these steps. So if I come to work and it doesn't work out and I have to keep taking time off, I have to contact someone through Walmart and then go through all of that. And then during that period of time, I'm not sure if I can work. But it does save my job, so that way I don't have to lose it. And then I just would go through all of that process. I don't want to have to do that. That is like the furthest thing that I ever want to do, because I know how it feels. I mean, I've already been through it. I've gone through it now, like, to the full extent, is like twice. The very first time just sucked, like, because I didn't know anything. I didn't know, like, the things that it took, and the muscles that you used on a daily basis, and having back problems or issues. You notice all those little things, and not to say that I am a genius or I am the smartest, because I'm hurt. So, like, it's not like I am the greatest, but I know I can attest to, for the most part, 99%, maybe, hopefully, while I'm at work and while I have been at work, it's like paying attention to how I'm lifting things. Now, sometimes, like, there's something right there and I don't want to walk there, and it's just a lazy thing, and it's more of I got to make sure and train my brain to say and think and do what I got to do while I'm at work at all times, so that way I'm staying as much safe as possible. But that doesn't stop everything. Like I said, me just working in general, I can tell that it's just getting worse. Now, no one else can see it or understand it unless they've felt it or can actually see the actual trauma to it. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. It's just more of a feeling thing. But I know once I go to that point, rest is the only thing that I can rely on, because I really don't got much else. Going to a doctor doesn't help me, and it's not like they're going to give me medication or anything like that. Since I've already been through this, even physical therapy, they all say the same. It's all the same. It's always rest. It's always stretching. It's always staying immobile as much as possible and don't get too tight. It's always making sure that you drink lots of fluids. And if something hurts, don't do it. And that doesn't mean stop. That doesn't mean don't ever do it, because what if you get better and then you're able to do it? You know what I mean? And then you have no issues. Sometimes it is just a rest thing. For me, it is a mixture of a lot of things. I haven't found out what that recipe is yet. But being on this journey through my life is super weird. Like, I shouldn't even be alive anyways, after being shot when I was 5, and that's nothing to, laugh at or anything like that. But it puts a lot of things in perspective. So, like, even if, I can't make it, even if something happens to my back, I'm not going to like it. It's going to suck. I'm going to probably bawl. I'm probably going to be mad. I'm probably going to be, like, cussing or whatever it is. Not blaming anyone, but, I blame myself. I blame my body. My body sucks. Now, that is probably 90% my fault. and then it's my body's reaction to everything. So like, I've got to put everything in perspective, and that is, I can only deal with what I have in my plate at that moment. So there's not much else to deal with. There really isn't. For me, it's work, going home, making sure my family has everything they need. So everything that revolves around anything else, besides, the responsibilities that I have as a human being, person, father, dad, whatever, it's work. So I've got to be prepared for it. I've got to do everything that I can to hopefully recover enough to come back the next day or the next week or whatever the case may be. We'll see how it goes. I know it's not the best timing, I think, for me. I honestly believe I need more time off. Like, I just know it. But I can't really do that unless it's forced upon me. Unfortunately, kind of sucks. It sucks to say something like that. But yeah, I'll get going. I'm gonna try to stretch it out, get this sent out. I actually don't have to be into work for another half an hour, but I just saw my schedule, so pretty happy about that. So I'm kind of not in a hurry too much, except for I gotta get going in about 10 seconds. Hey, thanks for showing up.